I think at my core, I always knew I was a creative kid. I think I was always destined to be in arts and culture because I love it so much. The Little Red Company was born out of a happy accident. My dear friend Adam and I, we came up with a concept for a show which we then kind of workshopped at an open mic night. We got asked to create the full-length version of the show. I don't think we ever went into it thinking we would start a business, but I'm so glad that's where it's ended up. It's been the best happy accident of my life. I had very minimal business skills and understanding. Things like registering a company name, ASIC, BAS, PAYG, all of these concepts were a little foreign to me when I first started. But there are incredible resources that you can access, and I think mentorship is vital for growth. If you don't ask somebody if they've encountered this problem before, then you will spend hours and hours trying to solve something for yourself when you could just ask somebody else for help. Any advice that I've asked for has been so generously gifted. I think one of the biggest lessons I've learned is it's okay to accept that some people come into your business or your life for a season and it's okay for them to leave. If you're making any kind of new work, it's really, really important at the outset to identify, is there an audience for this? I did want to one day call this my full-time job. So choosing commercially appealing bodies of work, famous soundtracks, pop artists, things that people already loved, and then reinventing or reimagining the way people experience that work. To me, that was key to us growing. For the Little Red Company to become the Big Red Company, we have to continue to attempt to do things that other people aren't doing. Big part of that for us has been in the area of access and inclusion. This September, I'm adapting Rachel Burke's children's book, Fancy Long Legs. It is a fully accessible work for 3 to 8-year-olds that centres around a spider who wants to spin her web her own way. I hope that we will have considered anything that you need to come to the theatre that day and that we can support you every step of the way. When I first moved to Brisbane 20 years ago, it was still developing. It was still such an up-and-coming industry, particularly in arts and culture. Now what's happened is there's all these little fragments of festivals and venues and independent companies, and it's growing. Being part of that as an up-and-comer, that's been really super exciting. What keeps me in Brisbane is everything feels just within arm's reach. Not without hard work, but it just feels attainable. Maybe it's that blind belief from the early days of Little Red that keeps me going, but I just genuinely love making and working here.